Eternal man.
We are proudly now partnered with MindLab Pro. This is a 100% naturally produced nootropic that is going to help you with energy, concentration, and focus, whether you're a sim racer, a gamer, or none of the above. This is going to be good for your cognitive health in all walks of life. So check them out. Link is in the description below. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Well, everyone, welcome to today's stream. Thanks for tuning in. I have heard that X is being DDoSed right now. I don't know if it's true or not, but for some reason we are unable to start a live stream from Restream. I don't know if I could through the Media Studio, but I went into the Media Studio back end, and it is all messed up all the way through there too. So today is a YouTube only day. So if you guys don't mind heading over to our YouTube, if you're not there already, make sure you check us out. Just quickly getting our link up on X here so we can bring over the audience members who usually watch us there and are probably like, what's going on right now? Bear with me just a couple seconds. I tried as long as I could to get it working. Would not work. Tried to connect it 3 times, just would not connect. So, not too sure exactly what is going on, but this isn't the first time we've had problems with our stream to X, as you guys I'm sure are aware of. Definitely our longtime viewers are aware of it. It's been a pain in the ass. Non-stop issues, like they'll be up, then they'll be interrupted. Like it'll still be up on Restream, it'll still be up on YouTube, but for some reason it gets interrupted on X, and then all of a sudden now we've got this like cluttered feed, and our audience has had their viewership interrupted. Some of them might not find their way back to the stream, so it impacts our viewership numbers. And we've talked about this a lot before. We're not just like a small streamer doing like 5-10 people watching our stream. Like, we're bringing in thousands of viewers. And you would think it would be in X's best interest to make sure our streams are running smoothly, right? You would think so, but it's not. So that's a little unfortunate, because I enjoy streaming to X. It's where our original audience is from. You guys have all been so loyal to us over on that platform that we don't want to abandon the platform. That's just how we are. And like people have said before, you would think the people who run YouTube would be the ones making our streams be a pain in the ass and having them go down and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not. It's X. So the first time we had these issues with X, what was happening was when we were multi-streaming through Restream, if we had allocated anything over 10,000 gigabytes to the stream, it would cut off on the X side, but it would not cut off on the YouTube side. And it would intermittently be cutting off on the back end of Restream, but only for X. So then I figured that out on my own. We went through months of trying to contact customer support and get answers from them. They could not give me an answer. So I just eventually started playing around with settings myself and lowered the gigabytes down to 8250, and the problem went away. And then we were able to restream to both X and YouTube without any issue, which is great, because then our audience on X can stay there. And if people want to watch us on YouTube, they can do that. That's exactly how it should be. Watch us wherever
Radio
you want,
check.
right? And it's been all good in the hood ever since then. But recently, our streams have been getting interrupted on X. They'll be completely healthy on the back end of Restream. They will look all good in terms of the connection quality, all that. But then all of a sudden, boom, it just cuts off for no explanation at all. So it's why I'm really telling you guys, migrate over to our YouTube. You don't have to watch us on YouTube, but make sure you have it as a backup. Like, subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you got the notifications turned on. And then if whatever reason X is going all wonky, then you guys, you have the X to fall back on right away. You know where we're at. You can tune right in right away. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You'd think we would have better support. Because outside of Alex Jones, like, until we were streaming, there wasn't really any big streamers on X. And that's why I thought at first that's why we were getting good audience. It was just like, oh, this is easy because no one's doing it. But then other people started to try to do it, and you could see them struggling to get audiences. And it's like, wow, okay, maybe we are good at this. Maybe we do a decent job at this. And outside of Alex Jones, we're bringing in the biggest numbers. And we're the only gaming stream on X.
60 kilometers per hour.
We've had a lot of the gaming brands watching our stream. So you'd think we're at a level where they'd be like, hey, let's at least make sure these guys' stream is functioning A-okay. Like, you know what I mean? And we can't even get that from them, so it's kind of crazy. But if they're being DDoSed right now as a whole, I guess that's out of their control, and maybe that has been going on behind the scenes, and they just haven't told anyone. It could be that. So it's really hard to judge until we know what exactly is going on, but we should have had an answer by now. Whether it be public or whether it be them just kind of messaging us through DM, it doesn't matter. Like, we're paying for premium account on X. You're supposed to have that level of support. And I think that's what the biggest problem with X is there's this big fallacy that it's this big infrastructure, it's this well-oiled machine, and it's not. It's like there's no one behind the curtain, dude. And that's the problem with X. All right, let's get into our first race of the day.
The pit exit's clear.
So, for anyone joining us, we are doing a Road to 2K Irating, but this Road to 2K is a little different. There's rules to this. So, we are not allowed to skip any of the series we are participating in. Unless we don't own the track for it, that's the only exception. We have to do it in both
The track
Formula
temperature's
and
decreasing.
Sports
It's
Car,
now 29
because that's
Celsius.
part of that package of not skipping any. And then, most importantly, we can't alter our philosophy on driving. We can't abandon the idea of safety rating first, on the track, no dirty driving. So those are our self-imposed rules to this And unless we meet all of those while getting 2,000 Irating, it just won't be worth it. Oh, let that hang out a little wide. Little dirty, little sloppy.
That's the end of the session. P1.
So I believe this is the last day of the week before it switches to week 13. I'm almost sure week 13 is the next week. And week 13 is kind of the reset week. Or that might be next week. Because I do know we have the Sebring 12-hour coming up. Or that might be at the start of the new season. So we'll see. All right, let's see if we can have a good first qualifier for the day.
All right, Andrew, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
So I always say when you only have 2 laps to qualify, and this game's pretty ruthless with invalidating, get your first one in the bank, and then use your second lap as a push lap. As you get better and better, your safe lap is going to become faster and faster as well.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 31 Celsius.
But doing it that way, just it makes sure that you're not going to miss qualifying. And I always think it's best to try to qualify the best that you can. It's definitely a skill in its own. So remember, this is our off lap. You can never have a qualifier start until you roll across the finish line for the first time. So our first timed lap, this is where we're going to take it just a little safer, make sure we get it qualified on the board, and then that freezes up more to make sure we do push harder on the second lap, because we don't have to worry about, oh well, if we push a little we might invalidate. You already know you've got a lap in the bank, so it frees you up more to really do your push lap. I'd say this track is slowly starting to become amongst the tracks that I'd say I fully know. Like, not that I would say I'm like the fastest on, but I just mean like I fully know the track.
The leader has just done a 131.4.
Like I have full, complete memory of what's coming up next. No doubt of it, no matter the layout. I'd say this is amongst one of those tracks now. And as a new sim racer, I think that's probably one of the most important parts, is getting that list to be as long as you can.
P4, that puts you 2.0 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
So sitting in 4th right now. See if we can't do a little better with a harder push. Bop, 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 bop.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
That second gear thing kind of worked, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Oh, minor.
You're now
little improvement. So that shows our push lap is pretty much on pace with our safe lap right now. We made a couple mistakes, but it was close. So the extra time we have, make sure we use this all up. This is going to make sure we get as much safety rating as possible. Wondering if just going 3rd all out there is the way to go, and then we're not having to blow it down. Like every shift, I think a downshift, it takes a little bit of time. Like it's not a lot, but it does factor in. And I couldn't tell if 3rd or 2nd was faster through there. It felt like 3rd had a much higher range of speed for sure. Yeah, it's 2nd's capped at about 148. So we're definitely going faster through that upper section before the, whatever you want to call it, the corkscrew or whatever it is. 2nd felt faster, but it's not. It just sounded like it because of the higher RPM in 2nd gear. But the top speed of 2nd is too limiting. Because if you guys noticed in 3rd, we were hitting about 156 there, which is well out of the scope of 2nd gear. Wow, we've dropped down to 9th. So there is some fast guys in this room. I feel like we got to get better at launching up there, carrying more speed up that hill for sure. I know I'm going way too slow through that. So there's a few 132s and a couple high 131s. So if we can somehow maybe look to battle from 9th to say 5th, 6th, I think that's going to be a realistic scope for us in this race. It'll be good to kind of study what these guys are doing on the track. Okay. Quite a bit of skill on the grid here. But again, it's very important that we take a lap or two to just survive, get into a rhythm, and study the guys on the track. See who can actually hold the pace that they qualified
Car
with,
number
see
1.
who's
Okay,
dodgy,
Andrew,
all
our
that stuff.
target today is to finish around P5. Standing start now. Here we go. Get ready. Go, go, go.
Here we go. That was a terrible start. Looks like everyone kind of poofed it.
Car left. Clear left. Left side. He's still there. Clear left. The next car is Michael. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Got a good start going here. This seems like we could be in a good race. Whoa, where the shit you going, boy? What in the shit was that? That was like wrong fucking turn at Albuquerque there, bro.
The guy in front is Murray. Car number 3. 8th place. Sector 3 times okay. Incident in Porsche. Looks like it's Andrews. Car right. 3-1. Clear left. Car right. He's still there. Clear all round. Okay. Car right. Right side's clear.
Got ourselves a good little rowdy dow going here. That was better.
Car in front of us is Dennis. Car number 9. D license. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Good first couple
The leader has
laps.
just done a 130.9. The gap to car number 10 behind is now 0.3. That lap was a 132. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Right side's clear. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Oh my god, that guy just about took us out.
Right side. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Sector 2 is 2.4 seconds off the pace. Okay, Andrew, the next car is Andrews, car number 11. 1:39. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
So our Sector 3 is pretty good, considering there's some fast guys in this. This has been a super competitive race. What the shit was that? That was weird. It sounded like one tire was spinning. Wow, this is like a chain of cars all the way up.
New fastest lap for Lucas, 1:30.8. The guy ahead's lap time is 1:30.9. Okay, Andrew, halfway home, fuel's good. Sector 3 time is quick.
We're getting much quicker with this car and track combo. So every time we level up like that, we're just a little more competitive every race. And that was with having to let off because we spun really bad one of the tires. And I was going to spin the whole car if I didn't let off at that moment.
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
I feel like that determines your lap time a lot. How fast you can get a good run up that hill. Four minutes left. We just need to hold with the group as best we can.
All right, Andrew,
and hope for
hold your
something to
nerve,
happen.
Just keep it smooth, no mistakes. That lap was 1:31.6. You need to push if we're going to hold this position.
I'm pushing, I'm pushing. That kind of something right there sure helps. Put that LRG mind juju to work. You know what we call it here, folks? It's that farm fresh Kosh burger.
There's an incident in Hog Pen. We think it might be Lucas.
It's so good of a trick, you guys. You don't have to drive dirty. Just get behind someone and apply some clean pressure. I'd say 8 out of 10. They're not going to handle it well, and they'll go off at some point. And then when you pass them, it's going to stick more, and you're not just battling them.
E7. Your lap time was 1:32.7.
Man, I'm getting some dirty cuts here and getting away with it.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Saw some smoke there. Wasn't sure what we were going to come up to. You always got to be careful. I've had ones where the crew chief doesn't call it. So you always got to be watching yourself. Don't just get reliant on crew chief. It's obviously a great tool, but use your own eyes as well. You want to be looking about 3 seconds ahead at all times.
Last lap.
It really helps you to be able to react to something that's happening. If you're just bumper watching the guy ahead of you and waiting for that to be able to tell what's going on, it's going to be too late every time. Oh!
There's an incident in uphill. It looks like Perez. Yellow flag.
Terra, reportado hijo de puta.
The next car is Perez. Car number 5, D license.
Lucer, Lucer, Terra. Lucer, fucking Lucer.
Left side.
Calm down, go on, I've fucking have to
Hold your line. Clear left. B6. Okay.
Woo!
Good drive.
Don't give up until the end. We just got that 6th. At that guy's loss, unfortunately. I feel like since he gave us 6th by getting taken out, maybe, just maybe, we should watch that back and see if he got dirtified there. We'll do that. We'll do our good deed of the day. How's that? Let's just cruise around here, get a little extra safety rating first.
That's the end of the session.
There we go. 0x, and we clinched 6th. We were way outskilled in that grid, too. So we got lucky. But I felt like we kind of robbed a baby at the end there, because this guy got hard screwed, it sounded like. But let's make sure he wasn't just screaming for no reason. Let's see what happened. Give the boy a chance. Because it looked bad, but could have just been on him. People freak out like they can't take responsibility for their mistakes. That's why they never learn. So we're gonna watch first and make sure. Okay, so it was up it was this guy screaming, I think. That looked hard intentional. That looked intentional. Let's go back to the replay here. That looks like someone who really knows what they're doing too. Because look, like, I can see the tire there. He can see the tire there. There's no way he doesn't know that car is there. And right here, he turns into him to initiate this contact and screws the guy. Like, he puts the wheel in between his wheel. Like, that is extremely practiced behavior. Right there, see? Boom. That's intentional, 100% intentional. He knows what is going to happen when he does that. He knows how to cause that. And that tells you how much this game has failed because people learn how to game the system so much by either A, depending on people not to report, or B, just knowing iRacing and being, oh, don't do it again, but give us more of your money. So that'll be Moritz 1. And then we'll back it up and get the exterior view as well. Let's find a good exterior here. Like, you can see just how practiced that guy is at doing that. Like, that is awful. Feel for you, bro. Thank you for the 6th place. I will file the report just for you, dude. No one should get done dirty like that. I'd have lost my mind just like he did. Like, I don't know why people are always like, chill out, don't freak out. Like, we pay good money to play this game. And it's not right to have to put up with that crap on repeat. So I'm going to try to get the stream going on X here again. Let's see if it works. Nope. Still cannot go to X. I don't know if that's just through Restream, but like I said, if I look at the back end of X Media Studio, it's the same. I can't access any of it. Well, like, you can tell we have it, it's paid for, but we can't use it. Everything is like saying it can't load. So only a little gain, but I will take it. And yeah, that guy just screwed the dude from gaining 74 to losing 8. And of course, this is the guy that has the higher safety rating and is probably out there driving the way you're supposed to drive, being clean, playing the game the way you're meant to. And then there's people like this just out there gaming the system relentlessly. And that's what iRacing has to do something about, because it's very obvious to tell for anyone who has common sense. There's no excuse. Alrighty, so we've got some Formula C Dallara F3. I definitely say yes to that. Is it not open yet? I thought it was. Oh, here we go. Okay, here's a new set of cards. New set of tracks. Where are we going? Let's go. Production card challenge. So as most of you know, we have Sebring coming up as our next major team event. It is 12 hours Sebring. Can't wait to do it. It's going to be our first major event that we do LMP2 in. So there's that. I think we've had some really good run-up in the last 2 races we've done LMP2 in to get us ready for it. Especially that last one. Shout out to Jesus. If you guys did not watch yesterday's stream, go watch it back. Conspit 6-hour multi-class on Spa Francochamp. And we had Jesus, our latest driver, who's been on the team for a while, finally was ready to get into his first race, just killed it. Chris drove like a machine. I drove pretty good. It was the first event where all drivers performed very well. So it's awesome to see the team progressing along. Little by little, bit by bit.
The leader's just done a 227.77.
227.77.
The leader has just done a 227.33.
So the reason why I've done this lately is I started doing this after playing Assetto Corsa Competizione and getting used to having that more play in the wheel. I used to have this at 900, 900. And when I would do that, I would really notice how I would hear the tire scrub, like relentlessly tire scrub. You turn it off, like you can pretty much shut off the tire scrub. Not completely, but you don't hear it nearly as much when I did that. When I started to change my wheel so it's not 900, 900. And from what I understand, is this is essentially making it so it's not just a one-to-one with what you're doing to your wheel. So you get like a little bit more play in the wheel. And because of that, just maybe my driving style, I don't notice as much tire scrub. So it's helped me a lot.
Pit lane speed limit is 72
But
kilometers per hour.
I think that is probably personal preference, because I know some people want a more responsive wheel.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
What isn't personal preference is making sure you have your force feedback configured properly. That is so important. Because there is a right and a wrong when it comes to force feedback. At least to a high degree, and then I guess within a little range there's personal preference. But in terms of making sure your wheel is set up properly, very important. Looks like we're getting some sunrise or sunset at Sebring here. It's a track I've done a lot from Le Mans. See, you don't need like that heavy of aerodynamics on this thing. Like, I'm throwing this around and it wanted us to have like a wing 15. Just crazy talk. Don't need no wing 15. She's feeling good. Real good. I love this GR86. Such a good learning base. Really good learning base for GT path. It's getting you used to stuff with downforce, with ABS, with TC, but slowed down. And I always say you can't learn things at a high speed. You gotta start somewhere where you have to practice on your foundation and learn the important things to then build off of, that you can carry with you into faster classes of cars and are going to help you pick them up. I'm never going to stop driving these slower cars because I think this is where you really, really work on your racecraft. I don't think it does you any good to rush out of rookie. And even like ex-real world racers like Mark Coffin, my friend who runs the Invite League we're a part of, he'll tell you, like, never rush out of rookie. There's a lot to learn from these slower cars.
Off the pace.
And if you have to like start from the pits or not qualify to get yourself a finish in those, you're not ready. Like, you should be able to get out of rookie by just racing normally, and there should be no rush to get out of rookie. Like you see, I do a lot of these series still that are rookie and D-class series because, like I said, I think this is where you really practice your racecraft. Looks like we're gonna get a decent turnout this time. The last time I did this, it was a terrible turnout and a really weird grid. Like mostly MX-5s and a few BMWs and a few GR86s. It was like, what the hell? We're the endangered species here, bro. I thought we had that, then I didn't think we had it, then I did. You don't want to do that. Second guess yourself on an apex timing. When you've got the foot down and you're sure you're going to make it, just go with it. You wouldn't think it, but you lose a lot of time coming on and off the gas like that.
P2.
Oh, I'll take that. So we'll definitely want to make sure we save the setup. I know we could definitely cut more time off of that too.
Sector 1 is 1.8 seconds off the pace.
See, that's going to be all through just not keeping pace through that first corner, and then that time stacks. It's not like one area where it's lost. It's like an accumulation from one high-speed corner, not carrying the momentum.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Your time will rapidly fall off compared to, say, the lead pace where people are carrying it through there at top speed.
Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace.
See, our sector 2 is good because there's no real big high-speed corner where we're losing that big shot of momentum. So we need to make sure we're getting to corner speed and then punching it through that corner. That was a way better lap.
P2.
Okay, so we're holding on to second place for the GR86s. So let's make sure we save the setup here. So if anyone wants to see what the setup is, we just took TC to 0. We put the ABS up to 3. I always recommend doing that just because you could have something sketchy happen in front of you. You need to stuff the brakes. And let's say you don't want to lock up. Give yourself some ABS. And then I always go a little extra toe in on the negative because it's going to help you cut corners better when you're not under a trail braking scenario. And then obviously we've dialed the wing to 5. And that's more than enough. More than enough downforce. So it can hold quite a bit of fuel, but I don't remember this track requiring more than like 18 liters, I think it was. I'm just gonna lightly alter our horizon here so we can see our dash a bit better. So yeah, it's going to be about like 18, 20 liters, something like that. Thank you, everyone who is tuned in. If you guys can hit that like, leave a comment, hit subscribe so you don't miss our future streams, especially when X is having issues. Tissue issues.
All clear on pit exit. There's an incident in zone 5.
So we're just warming up for the production car challenge here. This is the second time I've done the production car challenge on this track for this week. I know it's one of the more toxic series out there and known for that, but I have never really had huge issues with it. I'm not going to say I've never had toxic issues within the production car challenge. I have, but I've never had it like that meme level where it's supposedly known for. I've always found it as one where I can pull pretty good safety rating and Irating from if you can get a good race and avoid the trouble, just due to the grid sizes.
Okay, Andrew, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
All right. The room is open. Gonna be time to go in and get our qualifier done. Let's finish our last little bit of warm up here. There we go. Now we got the timing on that. I know not a lot of people do, but I always try to pull over when this is happening because maybe someone wants to finish their lap before they leave. So I always just try to get out of the way. Like I always say, if you just put like a little bit of effort into consideration of others, you're going to have a better time in your races. All the time. Let's see if we have a better grid than the last time we did this. It was just like a ton of MX-5s and maybe like 6 BMWs. It was just enough for them to be an official grid, like the BMWs.
Checker flags out, P3.
And then there was just enough for us to have an official grid. It was the weirdest production car challenge race ever. So hopefully this one's a little more balanced out of a grid. Let's see. At least there's more GR86s this time. Alrighty, so let's make sure we've got our setup loaded. Okay. Excuse me. Next series, we're going to have all of our team members.
Clear. Watch the white line.
Next season, I should say. We're going to have all of our team members, most of them on team liveries as we get more and more cars done. We're going to have more simplistic liveries for the individual series, but we're going to have our logos, our sponsors.
Falling. It's now 30 Celsius.
So then people will begin to recognize our team more. And in doing that, we're going to have any of our members who are interested try to do the series that they like the most at the absolute best they can, and to see how far or how high they can rank in it. And then we're going to help them document that and turn it into episodes on YouTube. So that'll be cool. So next season, we're going to start putting that little bit extra effort. But that's only for the team members who want to do that, who have the time to do it. All right, let's qualify here. So I always like taking a bit of fuel out the tank. Give yourself as light of a car as possible. It only goes down to 10. Usually that's the case. But every little bit counts. All right, so again, we want to get our out lap out of the way, just get into our rhythm, into our flow, figure the line out.
Laps. Let's get this done.
And then our first timed lap, we do that as a safe lap, we get it in the bank, and then that frees up our second lap to be a push lap.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius.
Thank you everyone tuning in. If you guys can hit that like, make sure you hit that subscribe and turn on the notifications. And then if in the future our X streams go down, you guys have this as a backup. And anytime you guys tune in here on YouTube, it really helps us get closer and closer to monetization. We are very close already, and we've had a lot of our videos picked up by YouTube search, and a few of them picked up by Google search. So we're very close, right on that edge. A little bit of a nudge from a few more of you guys, and our channel will be getting picked up more regularly and really start to take off. So on this out lap, I can tell you right now, with a lighter fuel tank, you can really feel it. And obviously it's going to make us a little faster, but we need to be also a little more careful in the corners here. I only just figured out that you can sweep all the way out here. Like an idiot, I was always trying to stay tight in there. Okay, that's pretty much the idea. Let's try to do that, but better. So again, our first lap, we want to get it on the board, but I don't even know if we've got enough time for 2 laps. So we might want to make our first lap a bit more of a push lap, kind of a in-between push and safe, just in case we don't have the time on the clock for 2 full laps. Make sure you guys head over to our sponsor. We picked up our first sponsor, a big name sponsor, Mind Lab Pro. It's a 100% natural, without any synthetic additives. It's a nootropic. Helps you with energy levels, focus, concentration, all that stuff. And it helps you do it even better when you're under pressure. So check them out. The link is in the description of the video. And even if you're just a gamer or even a non-gamer, it's really good for your cognitive health. And again, it's completely natural. So this doesn't feel like it's going to be a terrible lap. Should be an okay lap. Oh, there, the Markitect just dropped in and gave us an answer. X is under attack. I guess he means they're getting DDoSed. It definitely feels like that because, as I said, on the back end of Media Studio, when I log into just X Media Studio, not Restream, nothing is loading in properly. And when that happens, it's usually meaning they're under denial of service attack, which is a DDoS. So it lines up with the symptoms that we're seeing, that's for sure.
The leader's just done a 228.03.
So make sure you guys hit that notification, subscribe to our YouTube here, because whenever this stuff happens, our YouTube stands strong. And you would think it would be the opposite. So it wasn't a terrible lap. 231.
P5. That was a 231.23.
And leader did 228. And we definitely made mistakes we could have corrected. Like, this would be a way better lap just off that entrance there alone. There's almost a half a second. I just don't think we're going to have the time to complete another lap.
The leader's just done a 226.74.
But we want to use up all this time, get as much safety rating as possible, and it's good practice. Make sure we're trying to get our pace up to where it should be at.
Sector 1 time's okay.
Okay, that's good. Our Sector 1 is on pace with lead pace, and that guy's doing a 226. So that's very good. We're running 1.3 seconds faster right now, which would give us a 230 basically. Now we would be close to, say, a 229, a high 229.
Mind these track limits, please, Andrew.
Oh, I'm trying to push too hard and make it, but now it don't matter because we invalidated. Okay, so the Markitect said it's the worst denial of service ever to date on that platform X, I guess. So I guess it's a big one, boys. You guys better make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube, turning on that notification, because when X goes down, you guys got us here 100%. And when you guys watch us here, it's going towards a good cause. It's helping us get closer to being monetized.
226.26.
And anyone who has migrated over from X, you all know how hard we have tried to get X to help us become monetized on X with our streams. And they just haven't reached out back in order to help us.
That's the end of the session. P8.
So watching us here, you guys are helping us get closer to monetization. This YouTube channel is very close. And as I said, we've been picked up by YouTube search, by Google search before. So with a little bit more of a nudge from our audience, the channel will start to take off. The Markitect also said they are tracing it to the source. It should be able to be done if it's a really big denial of service, because that has to come from somewhere. Usually the smaller ones are caused by kids who just pay for like stress testing. You can go on websites and pay them to stress test your quote-unquote website. And it's really unregulated. And they basically just target it towards people they want to DDoS, like personally. And that will work on a personal level. But for bigger denial of service, you need a lot of power for that, like a lot. A lot, especially to take down X, like a platform that probably has denial of service protection. To cut through that and then take it down would require a massive amount of internet power. Because essentially what a denial of service attack is a server being flooded with requests, and it does it so much that it brings it down.
seconds.
All right, so we're set up for about 16 laps of fuel, I believe, which
John, I'm
should
gonna give a little touch.
be more than enough. 25-minute race. We want to settle in, let the chaos
You're
happen.
gonna touch me?
10 seconds.
Wing says, please no touch. Just, I'm gonna touch the butt a little bit.
P8. Our pace puts us in the mid-pack here. We're expecting you to finish in the top 9.
He's probably just meaning like the little fingertips.
I'm gonna be like Nemo. I'm gonna touch the butt.
Oh.
Okay, rolling start. Stay behind, Fantin.
All right, blinkers all around. Blinkers all around.
The safety car speed is 91 kilometers per hour.
The blinky dudes are coming to town. Okay, so this is a kind of
Ooh, I'm gonna touch it.
pretty spread grid. There's a lot of BMWs, there's a lot of GR86s, and there's a lot of the MX5s. So we got a good mix this time. The last time I did this, it was basically all MX5s.
Well, you're touching out on the parade lap, not during the race. Or just even before the race.
If I do a touch during the race, it's gonna be a bump drop.
Oh, you're talking about racing.
Wing says, please no touch on it.
I do know there's rain in the production car challenge, but let's hope, yeah, weather's looking good. Do 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 little little do 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 do.
You guys just passed me on the left because I'm trying to stay out of the carnage. I'm grinding safety right now.
I feel that, dude.
I'm willing to bet that I'm gonna end up with at least 8x or something. It's always like that.
You will with that kind of attitude.
This is the way.
With this track, you either get a 12x or a 0x. There's no other way.
Or you get touched by someone, as you could hear before.
Yeah, of course the lobby I signed up for a safety rating race, I'm the number 2 car. Works out that way every time.
Sounds like there's fear amongst these men. These young boys. Rightfully so.
Catch up to Fantin. Okay, Andrew, get ready. Go.
Holy shit! Holy shit! What the shit? Oh my god!
That was really cool. Unbelievable.
Go ahead around me, dude. I lost all my momentum trying to avoid that.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Oh, Jesus!
P4's gone off in Christensen.
Everybody done fucking up today. Holy shit.
Nice start, mate. Well done.
Ooh, paid off. Yeah, qualifying from the back.
All right, Andrew. The next car is Shaw, car number 23, B license, and their rating is 1.6.
What a crazy frickin' lap.
There's a car to the left of you. Gotta slap my pit.
Car to the left of you, Joker to the right, stuck in the middle of you.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Had to do it.
I take it there's that 8X.
Nah, it's a 4X, but a meatball. Some fucking idiot BMW just dive bombed the fuck, I don't know, 5 or 10 people. Yeah, that's a fucking protest.
Incident in Gendebian. We think it might be Roth.
Yeah, I don't know what happened at the start there.
Yeah, I
Car
came around
right.
sunset, I was just staring at the front of a Toyota.
He's still there.
You should have
Still
been
there.
on, I don't know, it was
Clear
3
right.
or 4 or something. That was a BMW who killed 5 or 6 people. Just a single car.
All right, we've survived one hell of a chaotic first lap.
Sixth place.
Nice little 4X. I'm gonna go in a shower of toast after this.
Right, the guy ahead of us
I got
is
a 4X, I
sketchy.
didn't even make
Smith,
it to the
car
line.
number 39, D license.
I don't even want to tell the guy to make sure he gets an interior clip or anything like that, because then whoever did it will take us out.
Yeah, so Smith, ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3 seconds.
So I've learned you just keep your mouth shut, son. These people are way too childish to deal with any kind of reality like that.
There's an incident in Tower. Car right. Right side's clear. Car right. He's still there. Clear right. Sector 2 is 2.3 seconds off the pace.
It's because we had to slow down for the little Miaters. Gotta let them little Miaters go. Don't want to get caught up in their little Miater business.
Car right. Clear right. Okay, on your right. You're on the left. Car right. Right side. Clear right. That's 20 minutes to go.
Oh, Mother of Mercy, Jesus!
That was a 232.57.
Yeah, because we were filtering the Miatas through.
Car left. You're on the right.
Trying to get all these little buggers out of here. There. Go, my little Miatas. Go. My little pretties.
Hey Luke, take the inside here, I'll slow up.
Fly, fly, fly.
The gap to P5 ahead is increasing.
Excuse me.
It's now 8.7 seconds.
Oh yeah, just wait till them Miatas catch you. These fast little buggers up here. This is a little bit better of a lap. $17 minutes left. We got lots of race to survive, and that's the key word.
BMW.
Survive.
My God, let's go this year. Leaking oil.
Leaking brain cells.
230.1. There we go. That's pretty
That
good.
last lap was a 230.19. Good lap.
Let's
That's your
safely-
best in the session.
safely, that's-
Hanging around these little Miatas is keeping us protected here. The better pace we keep, the least times the BMWs will lap us. And because we only have a 5
brain
wing
the next BMW SE.
and 0 traction control, it's allowing us to stay somewhat close to these MX-5s that have no downforce,
Cunningham.
so they're quicker in the straights.
Yellow flag. Caution. The gap to Shaw ahead is now 8.9 seconds.
This should be a decent lap. Decent lap.
$15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes to go.
Oh, look at the Miatas going in formation and shit. There we go.
You're a second off the pace in Sector 1.
That's a far more competitive lap time than the last time we did this. We gotta be hyper alert right now to make sure we don't get caught up in any drama here with these guys battling. So if you find yourself in this situation, be hyper vigilant. Give yourself a little gap.
P6.
We're just like blending in with the Miatas.
The gap to P5 in front is now 9.3.
Documenting their existence like some type of embedded journalism. Observing them in their natural habitat amongst each other. Oh shit.
Incident in Sunset.
The eldest of the Miatas, in an attempt to keep up with the youth and not be left out when mating time comes in the spring, has fallen off and has been unable to keep up with the younger, faster MX5s who are looking to mate come spring. "11 more minutes. It's kind of going sunset. Not sun. I don't think it's sunrise. I think it's a sunset. Just about 10 minutes to go.
Thank you for staying still.
That's what she said.
Roche is closing in. The gap is now 11 seconds. They're quicker than us entering Sunset.
Oh, fuck that guy, man. All right, let's go push for the last 10 minutes here. Get out of our tourist pace. See if we can't hold on to 6th for the rest of this.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Okay, Andrew. Relax. Focus. Keep it smooth. halfway home. We're okay on fuel. Being caught by the faster class.
Here they come, the BMWs. We need to make sure we filter them through as best as possible, because this is going to be the only time they catch up to us.
On your right. Right side's clear.
It's only one so far. Here they come. There was a good amount of them. I knew there was more.
Okay, Andrew. There's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. Blue flag. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
That's probably most of them. There's probably a couple slower ones. But from the amount I remember, I think that's close to all of them.
The car behind's a faster class.
There's two more coming. That's got to be the last
The
right
gap
there.
behind is now 9.5. Blue flag. Car left. Clear left. On your left. Clear left.
And that should be the last time we see him. So we give up that little bit of time, we get him through clean, and we survive. Because it took the whole 25-minute race up to this point for them to catch us. And if you look at the amount of time left, there's not enough time for them to re-loop us. Hopefully.
Okay, Andrew. There's a faster class car approaching.
Oh, there's another one, really slow one.
Blue flag. On right side's clear.
Another one?
Car left. Clear left.
That's gotta be the last. Them straggling motherfuckers.
Please stay on the racing line when people are passing you.
Five minutes left. I'm gonna say 3 laps. 2 to run out the clock, and then probably 1 for the white flag as the clock's
Okay,
running
Andrew.
out.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Faster car behind.
Wow, another one. One of them must have fallen back from a meatball early on, or maybe all 3 of those
Left
ones did.
side. Clear left. You've used half your fuel.
Nice battle, guys. I like that.
Roche is gaining on you. The gap's now 5.3. He's faster than you, entering sunset.
We should, in theory, be able to hold that or gap him again now that we've filtered all that traffic. But we are going to have to drive to our best right up until the end. He's pushing. I don't think this will be the white flag. I think it's going to be one more. Like this one and then the white flag. Okay, so we're not filtering traffic. We're getting pretty consistent at being under 230.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Which is exactly what I want. Our average is slowly lowering. Not just being a one-time lap thing. Or let's say because we were behind like a draft, you know what I mean? We want to be able to lower that lap on our own.
There's an incident in Gender bien. It looks like John.
Yeah.
I assume some of those sorries are 100% legitimate, but I've seen it myself, like that Russell Burton guy who just apologized as he took people out to try to make sure he was lowering the chance of them reporting him. But he was 100% just intentionally taking the grid out, meatballing them, putting them laps behind, and then he just glid to first place in Daytona. It was absolutely ridiculous.
The guy in front is John, car number 29, and their rating is 1.5.
All right, here's the white flag lap.
One more more lap to go.
It's really important that you hold your shift right until the last second with this thing. It does not like to be early shifted.
There's an incident in Cunningham. It looks like it's Shaw. Push, 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 or we'll lose this place. All right, Andrew, there's a faster car approaching. Blue flag.
That was a naughty little pass, mate.
Louis Davis, you did some naughty passes as well. Holy fuck.
On your left. Clear
On
left
who?
side. Clear left.
On me, you ran.
What are you driving?
Left side. Blue flag. Still there. He's still there. Clear left. Sector 2 is 2.4 seconds off the pace. Blue flag.
You earned that P6, man. Good job.
Car right. Clear right. The guy in front is Roche, car number 38, B license.
Nice driving, Roche. Good job, man. You earned that.
B6, there's the finish. Well done.
All right, 6th place. We could have had 5th, but the guy just outdrove us. So 0 incidents over 25 minutes is going to be epic good. So let's maximize that as much as possible. Don't need to be fast. We can just cruise around celebration lap style. This is going to make sure we maximize our gains. It's crazy to see how many people just don't know about this and just exit out right away.
That's the end of the session.
But up until there, you hear that or you see the remaining clock change. Now you can pull over and exit and you've got as much safety rating as you're going to get from the event.
Lap 1, I am, just look at me on lap 1, going into like turn, the second hard braking zone. Can you see if that is protestable? Because I got completely dive-bomb slash yeeted by a BMW.
What lap, sorry, where?
Lap 1 on turn, I don't know what turn it is, it must be 1, 2, 3, like about 3 or 4, you know, the second hard braking zone.
Okay. Okay, I got you. I'm watching it. So he did good to survive that. Had some good damage awareness to get away from it. Look at all that behind. Jesus Christ, what a joke. Like, people pay money for that? Come on.
You see what I mean?
I'm just getting to it right now. I just started from the beginning. So I'm just getting to it.
I see.
And then went for like a quintuple overtake. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got completely yeeted. I'm so mad. I didn't even qualify to get SR and then this happens. You somehow always seem to find some kind of idiot who ranks you.
Okay, so I stream on X. We're the #1 live there for gaming under the Markitect. You can look us up. I'm not shitting you. I do tutorials on there how to protest properly. Now, I got to be careful with what I say here, but let's just say in an instance like that, that move is 100% reportable because he's cutting the track. He's dive bombing the corner, and the only reason he's in that position to hit you is because he left the track. So what you need to do is you clip from the exterior to show it, find a good angle, clip from the exterior. Then you need to clip from the interior. Make sure you always do the interior clip as well. Don't forget the interior clip from cockpit. That helps show intent. Then protest and be descriptive.
Alright, but I don't think it was intentional. I just think it went for a stupid dive bomb, but it isn't still protestable.
It's still protestable because he's driving like he doesn't give a shit about anyone on the track, and you're either going to get out of his way or you're going to get wrecked. And people aren't paying $15 every car, $15 every track, and a subscription to deal with people like that. So Iracing will act on that. Just make sure you file the report properly.
Alright, I'll report that. That was so fucking annoying because my race got ruined pretty bad, and my SR is getting ruined by this.
All I will say is don't over-report. Like, don't let your emotions take over. Always watch replays back. But as long as you're going to be accurate, file reports that are going to give information and show intent by doing the cockpit view. As long as you're filing proper reports, like 95% of them, they will tell you that the person has been notified of the outcome, but they can't tell you because of privacy. And even in the rare case they don't punish them, they'll say, we didn't think they were at fault, but we're going to give them like a mark on their record. So it's very easy to tell which ones get punished and which ones don't, just based off of the Iracing response.
Alright, do I get any SR back, or do they just give this guy some kind of repercussion?
If he's known for it, he'll take a vacation.
Okay, but do I get anything in return, or do I just get a ruined race and I get to have a joy that he gets a vacation?
That's pretty much it, dude. It's sad, it's unfortunate, it's backwards.
Fuck, man, yeah, that sucks. But it will be my first protest in my 5 years of having iRacing, so they better do something.
All I can say is don't fall into the attitude of, oh, who cares, because that's why iRacing is in the state it's in right now. That's why it's known as a meme and not the best sim, is because people have got into this whole attitude of, oh, I'm not going to report, who cares? Don't fall into that attitude. Always file reports if it's worth reporting.
Yeah, I will. I'm clipping it now, and then I'm gonna report it. You know, even though I'm not gonna gain anything, you know, he better get a vacay because he race.
Well, it's just trying to clean up the community, right? Like, we're only one person doing it, but it helps. Good luck, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right, we helped that guy out. That was unfortunate. I'd say that was 100% a disgusting dive bomb, and I hope that guy gets a vacation because people shouldn't put up with that. All right, we got double green there. Double green, good. We were in the second of 3 splits. So that's why that one can be a little sketchy to get into. Because if you don't get a good grid, it's going to be very hard to gain rating. Like, I've had a 7-car LMP2 grid where 3rd place lost Irating. It was really dumb. So in the really small grid races, they're more difficult to have good gains in them. So it looks like even Alex Jones is down right now. So it looks like the attack is heavy because he was up for a bit, and now it looks like he's down. So let's do some Legends Road. Can't wait to try the new Legends Road car because I enjoy these a lot. So remember, our road to 2K, we can't skip any series. So we need to make sure we're doing this one. I don't think we've done that on this week. I know we did the GR86 on Mount Panorama, but I don't think we've done the GT4 there yet. So we'll do a Legends, and then we'll do the GT4 on Mount Panorama. make sure all you guys who are coming from X and joining us here on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube. Please hit the notification, because we're having huge problems with X when it's not getting DDoSed. And when it's getting DDoSed, there's just no hope in hell. So we're always up on our YouTube. It never goes down. And when you're watching us here, you're helping us get closer to monetization. And all of you long-term viewers, all of you long-term followers to the Marketech X account, you guys know how hard we've been battling to get our streams monetized there. And we're not small streamers on X at all. We do thousands of live viewers, sometimes tens of thousands. So you'd think they'd be more receptive in trying to help us monetize through ads. And then we'd be getting pennies. They'd be the ones really profiting from it, right? Like, so even in their best interest, they just really drop the ball in supporting us. But here, even with the people behind YouTube being the people that you'd think wouldn't align with us, they don't fuck with our stream. They just let us do our thing. We're really close to being monetized here, like very close. And we're always being picked up by YouTube search, very close to having, I'd say 60% of our videos also picked up by Google search, which is huge. And if you guys just give us a little bit more of a nudge, this channel will take off, and it will be for a good cause and be helping us out. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, MindLab Pro.
The pit lane speed limit is
They are a
56
100%
km/h.
natural nootropic, no synthetic additives at all. It's going to really help you with your
Okay,
memory,
clear.
concentration, focus, energy levels, especially if you pair it with a coffee in the morning. It does what is called synergize well with caffeine. And it really helps your concentration and focus when you're under stress or strain or pressure. So it's very good for, say, like sim racing or gaming. But it's also just good for any walk of life. It's good to keep your brain healthy. And any purchase you guys make helps us out. We get a small commission for it. So you know it's going towards a good cause, and you know that we're putting our name behind it. So it's something we believe in. I started to get the hang of this track and car at the last minute of the last race we were doing, but we got taken out by a guy who had a racing incident in front of us. No big deal. He spun out. Everyone messes up. But when he spun out in front of us, and we just contacted him and pushed him out of the way, which happens when someone spins in front of you. We've all had it happen. You're not trying to. It's just there's nowhere to go. But instead of letting that happen, he immediately just decided he was going to crash into us at full speed from where he was sliding and begin to block us and ram us. It's just awesome. So it threw us off from the race, cost us quite a bit of time at the start, but by the end of the race, we started to get the hang of the track and car.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
That's not getting a hang of the track and car.
P11.
I gotta remember the gearing. I'm pretty sure it was second here, third short here, so you can stay on the gas more. Down to second here, and not that hard of braking, because you're gonna dip the front enough that the back is gonna spin. These things are so fun to drive. I hope the new one is just as good. Because it's like 34 Ford Coupe supercharged. Like, how cool is that? What other racing game do you get to race something like this in?
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
Okay, let's see if we can't put together something decent here.
P7.
Oh, that's a little bit better out of 33 people. 7th. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so that's really the dodgy part about going down into second gear with this thing. Is if it's not perfectly timed, that happens. See, you do the same thing in third, you're not going to have that happen. So that's the kind of disadvantage, I'd say, of going into second, dipping into second for that little bit extra speed. It has to be done right. But with that said, it gives you access to a lot more time on the track if you can do it.
Sector 2
right.
is 0.3 off the pace.
So our sector 2 is not bad. Let's see if it tells us what the other ones are like, and then we'll know where we're losing the most time. So let's try that again, see how... So that's not too bad. As long as we're aware of what we need to do, we're conscious of it, and we do it, it's not too bad going into second there. Same there. Get that wheel straight as soon as possible, get it fully on the gas. "36 cars, we should get a few good splits. Hopefully some more join. This is why I don't know why a lot of other big streamers don't do these kinds of series often, because they're fun and it needs that kind of infusion of popularity because the player
P8.
base is not very big that does these. And I truly believe that doing all different styles of driving is going to give you the best ability in skill in the single discipline that you're doing as your main discipline, because you pick up all different types of driving techniques by doing different disciplines that you wouldn't otherwise learn if you just pigeonhole yourself to say formula or like sports car. And that's why I do like a wide variety of different stuff, and I like it. It's more challenging, it's funner, and as I said, I think you take something from it to some degree. So we got
P9.
pretty-
You're currently 1.6 off the pace.
pretty consistent 56s there, low 56s. Again, thanks for everyone tuning in. Joining us from X today. Since X crapped its pants. Getting DDoS like crazy. Let's see on Restream if we can't throw it back. Oh no, it's like ticked on. Like it's supposed to be live and it just says error.
Checkered flag, P9.
So yeah, if you guys are joining us from X, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube here. Hey, we got a decent grid. Like I thought, there was going to be about probably 3 grids of 12.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
I hate it when it's under 12 cars. I don't mind a minimum of 12. It's not my favorite, but I hate it when the grid is less than 12 cars. I'm wondering if staying second through here is better. Then it's A, safer, so it's going to be more consistent. And we have more snap in it. Maybe only go to third there like we just did. See how it does in qualifier. We'll do our regular safe lap, and then we'll try that for our push lap. And if any of you guys don't like YouTube, that's fine. Go to our Twitch channel. And you guys can follow our Twitch. It's in the description below. Same with the link to our sponsor, MindLab Pro. Make sure to check them out.
The leader has just done a 55.4. Sector 1 is quick.
Okay, so I think second is the answer there because we're on pace with the lead. Wonder if third straight there, not going down to second. So we were pretty close to the lead pace. If we do our thing here, I think we're going to do all right. A lot about getting 2K Irating isn't just about trying to win every race. It's about making good decisions and trying to get gains in every race you do. So it teaches you kind of by challenging yourself
Okay,
like
Andrew,
that.
we've got
It's going to
2
teach you
laps to set a
kind of how to
decent
do
time.
points racing. And it kind of forces you to have to learn better decision making. Get our off lap done here. I'm feeling like if we hit it right, it's probably faster third through there, but we'll see.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
Let's get this one on the board safe the way we know how to do it. This was the only version of Summit I had never done. I was like, oh yeah, the Ford, it's on Summit, sweet. And then I joined and I'm like, what in the shit layout is that?
The leader has just done a 56.2.
Oh, we're close, okay.
P3. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The leader has just done a 54.4.
That guy fast as shit. Try going down a second there and see how that works. Now we got 2 different versions of the lap. Holding 4th right now with that first lap we did. .56 flat, that's better. Now let's keep going, make sure we get as much safety rating as we can. An extra 4 minutes is a lot of time. That's a lot of extra laps. Remember, it's calculated on an incident per corner basis. So you want to use up all your qualifier time. It's going to get you as much safety rating as possible. And that's also why you guys see us drive around after the race until you hear session has ended or you see the remaining clock change. Because it's just going to get you as much safety rating as you can from the session. But because no one else is qualifying and not using up the time, we're going to get cut short. Damn it, boys. Still use up as much as we can. Even though there's 3 minutes, 25 seconds left, we're still going to get cut pretty short here. But we'll help. Every little bit helps, especially when you're getting an A or a B license. Those incident points hit hard.
That's the end of the session. P4.
There we go. We got a little bit of extra. Little extra. Don't hurt. Not only is it good for holding on to A licenses, but it helps you license up quicker because you're just getting as much
Y'all hurry up and
safety
grid
rating as possible.
so that we can get to the next race after this.
Thank you, everyone tuning in. Everyone who's joining us from X, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube here. Hit that notification. Don't miss out on any of our streams. This is also where we do all of our episodes. And we're going to be having a really kick-ass episode coming out after the end of this season. It's going to be a recap for the whole team's progress. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Come on, last car.
We never have any issues with our stream going down here on YouTube. So even if you don't like YouTube, it's good to have it as a fallback. And also, in our description of this video, you can also go and follow our Twitch if you don't want to subscribe to YouTube. We got you guys covered all angles.
Nicholas Campbell, report to the track.
He's like, no, I don't want to.
Okay, Andrew, we expect to do well here. Our target is to finish around P2, car number 1.
Let's get rolling.
This is a rolling start. Follow Scanlon in the left
I
column.
thought that guy was going to run into the fucking safety car. We got some jittery motherfucker behind us here.
Safety car speed is 72 kilometers per hour.
Isn't that guy going to get a black flag? That was interesting strat.
Green, green, green.
All right, let's go. Survive lap 1 imperative.
Car left. Clear left.
Not sure where that motherfucker was going.
The guy in front is not the cleanest racer. Campbell, car number 12. D license. And their rating is 1.0.
Chuck the bitch 2 sideways. All right, we survived lap 1. Let's settle into a rhythm.
Car right. Right side's clear.
Whoa, dude. This guy don't like pressure. The Koshberger getting to him already.
The leader's just done a 55.0. You've just done a 56.1.
Okay, good start so far. Let's make sure we don't cake eat it.
P4, the gap to Campbell ahead is now 0.9.
That was a really fast lap.
Yo, cooking it sounds he's crowd, boys!
Hamilton, 54.3. The car in front's lap time is a 54.5. That's your quickest lap in this session.
Definitely getting the hang of this track car combo. There we go. That's much quicker.
You're 0.2 off the pace in sector 1.
There we go. So third is the way. I think we've got the gearing figured out, the track line figured out. Now it's just about getting better at both of them. Oh, we did it at
You've
54.
just done a 54.9.
Picked up about 2 seconds from when we were qualifying.
Okay, Andrew, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. You're reeling P3 in. The gap is 0.6. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
We got third by the nuts here. Just keep them under pressure.
That's your quickest lap in this session.
We still got 9 minutes to go. As we get faster, we're just getting closer to being able to hunt them down here.
Sector 1 is 0.3 off the pace.
That was close. Don't want to be doing that shit. That kind of shit.
Fastest lap for Hamilton, 54.3.
Jesus Christ, 54.3. So we
You've
did a
just done
54.7.
55.5.
So we're only like a half a second off someone who's considered very fast. But that half a second is huge once you hit that level of speed. We've got 7 minutes, 49 seconds left. A lot can happen in that time, us included. We have to make sure we don't screw up. And so does the rest of the grid.
That was 55.0.
And this guy in front of us has looked like he's been pretty sketchy under pressure a few times. Looks like he's starting to get it together better now.
The gap to Campbell ahead is now 1.8 seconds. Prendergast is entering the pits. He's in P11. It looks like he'll come out just behind you.
Prendergast? No way, that was the fucking lieutenant or police in Falling Down. The police officer in Falling Down. Michael Douglas. That's a fucking kick-ass movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Falling Down with Michael Douglas.
All right, Andrew, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
God damn it, Prendergast, isn't it your retiring? Aren't you supposed to retire today? Aren't you the fucking cop from Falling Down with Michael Douglas? Five minutes, everyone's locked in pretty good here.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
What lap times are y'all running third and fourth?
My averages are 55 flat. My best was a 54.7.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. That lap time was 55.5.
With fresh tires, I think I can get to 53. They're just gone
The
now.
gap to Campbell ahead is increasing. It's now 3.4.
If you guys are just tuning in now, joining us from X, please make sure you hit that subscribe, hit the notification so you don't miss out on any of our streams. X is having some problems right now. Watching us here, you guys are also helping us out with our watch hours. We're very close to monetized here.
Roger, I don't want no problems. I just want to go by.
Three minutes to go. Everyone's doing pretty damn good here.
Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Make sure you check out our sponsor, you guys, in the description below. Mind Lab Pro, 100% organic, natural, no synthetic additives, nootropic. Great for concentration, focus, alertness,
Last
energy.
lap time was 56.1. Sector
Pear
3
is really
0.7
good with
off the
coffee.
pace.
And it's not only if you're a sim racer, it's good for gaming, but also just good for all walks of life. You always want a healthier brain.
Thank you, sir.
The gap to Campbell ahead is increasing. It's now 4.7.
Let's do our best to stay locked in.
Just
2
2
minutes.
left. 2 minutes to go.
Could be looking at a 4th place here, which would be nice.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
Let's not celebrate too early. Always want to make sure till the fat lady sings you ain't celebrating. Especially in Iracing. Oh, and especially because we're coming up on a car that's a lap down. How typical. Sort of shit gets scary.
Okay, Andrew. The next car is 2 laps behind. The guy in front's reputation's not good. Take
Oh,
care.
that's amazing. I love that combo. Multiple laps down and a bad reputation. I'm stoked to have to go by this guy. This lap and one more, I
Your
think.
lap time was 56.0.
Let's just stay behind him and put pressure on him. He ain't going too slow that he's going to allow the other guys to catch up. Or maybe he is.
Car
Okay.
left. Clear left.
Thank you, dude. What a good sketchy guy. Probably the coolest sketchy guy I've ever seen. These tires fall off hard. What a difference. Just in that 15 minutes.
One more lap to go.
No way that this could be like... What is this? Like 3 0Xs back to back? Holy shit. Good race, top 4.
Good race. Good race, man.
Make sure you guys keep going all the way until the end of the session. Get as much safety rating as possible.
P4. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
It's calculated on an incidents per corner basis, and it doesn't stop calculating until the session ends. You try to tell them, but they just leave anyways. It's like Jesus Christ, boys.
That's the end of the session.
Right there, see, you get all that little bit extra. All right, good race, good race. 4th out of 12 and another 0X. So we're looking good for today. Oh, I was hoping this wouldn't happen. The Ringmeister. Conspit Monza. Nope. I can't do it. I can't be a coward. I have to go where we have to go next. I haven't done this yet, and this is rough. Why? Because it's in the mini stocks, boys. And you guys know the rules of the series. The road to 2K. We cannot skip any. We haven't done this one yet. And it's part of the series we do actively. So we got to do it. Ringmeister. We haven't done it yet. So we got the Ringmeister to do. The GTE one we also have to do. There's a few we definitely are going to have to get done, if possible, before the end of the last week before week 13. It's looking like it's serving us up right into the right into the race server. No practice at all. No practice. You go and you do it. You freaking do it, guy. At least we built up like a massive cushion of safety rating for this abomination that's about to happen. Ugh, it's gonna be crazy. So these are mini stock cars, like oval cars. They're meant to turn left. And in the league, Mark Coffin's invite-only league, we've done some road races with them. So I got a bit of experience. But I don't know how much experience all these other people are going to have, so it might just go utter crazy here. This could be a real way to end the stream here. So make sure you guys are tuned in for this madness that is about to unfold. If you're joining us from X just now, make sure you hit that subscribe to our YouTube. Don't miss out on any of our future streams when X goes down. We're getting really close to having this channel take off too. We just need a little bit more support. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. Don't tell me it's like frickin' gonna rain too. Okay, no, thank god. Do we get, oh no, this is, there's no setups with the Ringmeister. It's fixed. Oh, Jesus! It's gonna be wild, crazy adventures. So the trick we've all learned is to jack your height up so you can see over that hump. But then you got this like big mirror in your
speed
face.
Limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
Oh, this gonna eat so
Exit's
much,
clear. Push.
so much wiener. Oh, what a way to end the stream, boys. So lap 1 survival is going to be so frickin' important.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 24
Oh,
Celsius.
Jesus! I forgot, this thing doesn't stop for like 2 city blocks, so we need to have our braking zones drastically reduced. This thing's a lot about just carrying momentum. It does get going pretty fast once you hit the, like, past that red line spot. Holy mother mercy. This is going to be one hell of a crazy-ass race. What have I done? Hey, we got to follow our own rules. We can't be pussyfooting and skipping races just because they're hard. It came up right before I was about to end the stream, and I couldn't skip it. Holy mother Jesus.
Yellow flag.
There's going to be a lot. Oh, slow down, bitch. A lot of that. Okay, so we're gonna need third through there. Oh, Jesus! Okay. We're learning what not to do. So you can see the drastic offset the car has. Might need a new car there, boys. So backing up our braking zones here is going to be super important to success. When we were racing this in the week of the league races that we were using it,
If it takes it's clear.
I was starting to get the feel of how to drive it. A lot of it was just coasting
Cold tires all round.
and making sure you're giving yourself huge berths on your braking zones. So good thing we have a bit of time to redo this. So that's how we want to hit that, not hit the wall like we did the first time. See, we know when to lift off with this thing just from having a bit of experience with it on road courses. And I've driven the ring a lot as well. And remember, we got 3 laps, so we don't want to be locking up the back tires. Double shifted, whoops. My bad. Y'all piece of shit car. Okay, we get to here before we have to stop, which is perfect. Because this is where we screwed up too. So third. We was doing it. Well, if you guys ever had to ask if I was going to actually follow the rules of this climb to 2K, you got your answer. Because if I'm not avoiding this, I ain't avoiding nothing. This is going to be interesting. For sure. Will it go well? Probably not. Is it going to be crazy? Yes. Oh my good God. There's more than I thought. There's 28 of these fucking things.
The track temp is 21 Celsius. The air temp is 18. Car number 2.
This is going to be wild, crazy, wet and wild, slippery shit without even being wet, because these cars just, they're like rubber bubble gum for tires. And after a lap or two, they're like chewed rubber bubble gum. Bang, 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 bang. All right, boys, let's make this one count. It's going to be fun. It's going to be crazy. Y'all gonna blow your engine, sir.
Rolling start. Get ready. Follow very
Good
enter.
luck,
In
people.
the right column.
Drive safely, and you have to step out.
Good luck.
The safety car speed is 75 kilometers per hour.
Let's heat our brakes up. Try to get them warmed up a bit. Ride your brakes a bit here, guys, and get them warmed up. It helps.
Remember that track is cold.
Yeah, the tires is cold. Try to make the clean race, man. Okay.
You need really big braking zones with these things.
And if someone get out the track, please wait. Watch if came any car or not.
20 meters more on each braking zone.
Get ready. Catch up to, go.
Here we go. This is going to get crazy.
The next car is Idas, car number 3, B license. Okay, Andrew, decent start. We can build something from here.
Dude behind us hit the wall hard. Rejoin safely.
The car ahead is Prieto, car number 1, B license. He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth. Car left. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Let these dangerous guys go. Let's make sure nothing happens here.
Just cut the track. On your left. Clear left.
Survival is key there. Sorry guys, I tried to get out of your way. There might be actual masochists in here who have been doing this more than just once. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Incident in via siphon.
Luckily ours was a little tap there. That was much worse for them.
Okay, Andrew, the next car is Sketchy. Stein, car number 7, C license.
Andy, can I get by?
Either may be careful.
Car right. Right side's clear.
We're all working together here to survive.
The guy ahead is not the cleanest racer. Baker, car number 22, C license, and their rating is 1.0. Don't be pressured. Keep your exit speeds up. Right side. Still clear right.
Hey, finally, this doesn't feel so hard. The one part of this track that this car is actually made for. Remember, we got 3 laps of this shit. We need to fucking survive. Pace ourselves. It's okay to go backwards.
Okay, Andrew, the next car is Duval, car number 20, B license, and their
Holy
rating
shit, we
is
got Robert
1.1.
Duvall in here.
Car left, clear left. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. There's an incident in Ice Curva. We think it might be Verianto and Hiders.
I knew that was coming. Was that absolutely necessary, dude? Did you really have to punt me out of your way? I was gonna let you go.
Lance Garden 1, Prieto, car right. Clear right.
Why do you guys have to resort to dirty moves like so fast? It's the first lap. Why are you pitting someone out of your way? I'm just curious.
Marco, your vehicle don't work, man. I don't care. Please. Listen, anyone.
The car ahead is Boggs, car number 25, B license, and their rating is 0.9.
Thanks.
There's an incident in Schwabenschwanz. It looks like it's Graham.
Oh,
The gap
come
to
on,
20th
bro.
place. Ahead is increasing. It's now 1.5 seconds.
I'm so much faster than you. What I say?
So I guess we're gonna be
Enrique,
ending
car
this
number
stream
10,
with a
is leading
report.
the race.
Blocking is not allowed in Iracing, guys. I hope y'all know that.
Just take your time and file reports after the race. It's the only thing you can do. Just file them accurately. Cockpit views, be descriptive. They get acted on. So we guess, I know the top speed of this thing now is beyond the 220 mark.
Incident in Chicano Hohenrhein. It looks like Adkins.
So that guy put us from 4th to 21st.
P21. 2 laps remaining.
Just disgraceful behavior at large in this game, on repeat, non-stop. You can't avoid it. Not one day can you go without this shit.
Pass, pass, pass.
Daniel,
let
car
me
number
ride.
12, is now leading.
You're an idiot, 22. You are an idiot. Literally, you're getting reported. Like, there's no reason you're not.
There's an incident in Griddlebacker here. We think it might be Baker.
22, you're an idiot.
Yellow flag.
Looks like we're gonna end the stream by doing some cleanup work for iRacing, like always.
17 ahead is increasing. It's now 2.4 seconds.
Let's make sure we finish the race the best possible placement we can. We got a lot of laps left. Well, a lot of race left. 2 laps, but that's a lot on this track in this car. And the fall off is going to be starting about now.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 24 Celsius.
So guys are going to start pushing hard, forgetting what they're driving, and start wrecking. Like this guy just ate that wall really hard.
All right, Andrew, you're reeling. P17 in. The gap is now 0.6.
Perfect, Victor, perfect.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Good pass. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
The car in front of us is D's. Car number 17. C license.
Oh. Looked like an accident behind. Man, if we didn't get taken out,
Looks like it's
we were in
Fox.
4th. And of course, some guy has to dirty pit us. And then refuse to respond on mic by pretending his mic doesn't work. It's like, it is almost terrifying how predictable
Jimenez,
behavior it
car number
is.
11 is now in the lead.
And how it's always the exact same. Like the human psychology involved. And if iRacing would just look at it at that level, it would be so much easier for them to take all the information that these people are giving them in their own behavior, how they act, and just get rid of them. There's no business, no place for them here. If you can't help yourself but resort to that type of behavior, you have no place in any kind of online gaming.
Devantier is reeling you in. The gap's now 1.0.
Please be careful.
We were right here, and the guy just pitted us. Like, bam,
This
out of his
incident
way into
is
the
ice
wall.
cover.
I was literally going to let the guy go. I couldn't reach the mic button to tell him. And then just smash out of our way. First fucking lap. Second through there, maybe?
The leader has just done a 8:06.5 seconds. Devantier is closing you down. The gap has come down to 0.3. Car right. Still clear right.
Yeah, we got damage. I knew we had damage.
Okay, Andrew, the next car is Devantier, car number 26, and their rating is 0.9. That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. 18th. One more to go. Push now. The guy behind is catching. Car left. Clear left.
We can't at all compete because our car is so slow, so from the damage we took by getting pitted. So we just have to concede spots and hope we don't get caught by too many cars. And maybe that balances out by maybe more people wrecking off the track. We don't know. But we can't really just force it stubbornly. When we've incurred that kind of damage, we're just too slow. And then we just become a hazard. We don't want to do that.
The driver in front of us is Martinez, car number 28, C license, and their rating is 0.7. The gap to Martinez ahead is increasing. It's now 2.0. There's an incident in Metzgersfeld. It looks like it's Stein.
Not Mitskit failed.
Incident in Callenhard. There's an incident in Iracing. We think it might be D's. Alright Andrew, the next car is D's, car number 17. C license.
See if we can't work this guy under some pressure here.
Left side. Clear left.
That kind of pressure.
Nicely
Pressure
done.
pushing down on you. I don't know if we can hold it. He has damage now too, so that might balance out. Because we're damaged, he damaged. Our goal is to survive and make it to the end of this race. Do whatever kind of damage mitigation we can from the guy that took us out intentionally, get him reported. This
Car in
guy's
front
coming up
is
quick.
Avantia, car number 26, and their rating is 0.9. Car right. Right side's clear. Okay, Andrew, the next car is Adkins, car number 27, B license, and their rating is 0.8.
Man, I think we could have definitely made a fight for top
The
four.
gap to Adkins ahead is increasing. It's
Because
now
we were holding
1.2
pace,
seconds.
and we weren't even hitting our best time because we were getting used to it still. Now, even with this damage we took, doing okay. And if we hadn't taken this damage, we'd be doing better. So, could have had a really good race if that didn't happen. It's unfortunate. But all you can do is report the person. I think instead of discouraging reporting, iRacing needs to do everything they can to encourage healthy reporting, proper reporting, and they need to clean their game up. Like, it's out of control. For the price they expect people to pay, and if you want a perfect example of a game that ignored their problem, look at what League of Legends has turned into. I didn't find out until today. My God. There's a perfect example of what you get if you want to ignore the problem.
Car right. Clear right.
Whoo, that could have been sketchy as fuck.
Stay between the lines, please, Andrew. You have 7 incident points. P19. Okay, that's the end. Good finish, mate. Well done.
Oh, could have been way better. But we got inted. Just first lap, guy ints us out of his way, you know, because why not? Because iRacing ain't going to do anything about it. Well, that's when your lobby is full of angsty kids who think carrying is cool. So then you run into a race with me, I actually give a shit and I report you. Then you go for a vacation. We were in 5th at this point, like doing very good. Excuse me. Oh my God, like that was disgustingly obvious. Like,
That's the end of the session.
so when it's like that and you know it's intentional, this is how you report. Get an exterior view. Like, where is he turning other than right into the back quarter panel of my car to take me out? Omir Leshem. What a shocker. So, exterior view. Now we get a cockpit view. So you can see his hands. Where is he turning right now other than into my car? Okay? So right there you've shown intent. That guy will be 100% banned. And that's how you file report. That's simple. Actually, oh, too late. I've exited out. I was going to look through the race and find anything else he did, but that will be enough to get him banned. So loss, but overall gains for the day because we've done pretty good with going green. Overall gain of 22 for Irating. It would have been way bigger had we finished that race in the position we were looking to finish it in. But hey, shit happens. That's part of the climb. It's part of the climb. So, tomorrow we'll be back. Hopefully. X will be working tomorrow. But if it's not, please, you guys, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube. Make sure you hit that notification. And we will be back tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have yourself a good rest of your day. And I will catch you in the morning.